Making sure I'm good. Okay. All right. You can have it out like that. That's fine too. All right. And 3, 2, 1. Rah. Oh, my blinds. Cause I don't like what you doing. Okay. Hey everyone. Welcome back to Couch Conversations with Sasha Love. I'm your host, Sasha Love, and I'm super excited to have you guys back again here with me today. So before we dive into the topic for today, I wanted to make a quick plug about Couch Conversations with Sasha Love. Now, this platform, these videos, this channel, the whole point of it is to create a space where we can have real conversations. I intentionally called this channel Couch Conversations with Sasha Love because I wanted us to have conversations with each other about topics that we don't often talk about. The reason why I want us to have these types of conversations and I want to encourage us to have these conversations is because having real discussions about life, the things that we go through, helps us not only connect to ourselves, but also connect to other people. And in this day and age, with a lot of us feeling alone, with a lot of us not feeling like we really have a real community, it's really important for us to take steps to try to change that narrative, to create spaces where we can actually connect better with other people and to have a sense of community so that we can help this loneliness that a lot of us tend to feel and experience. And of course, another reason why I have these videos is for us to heal, for us to grow, to be inspired, and also learn how to live life abundantly. So that's kind of it. That was kind of like my quick plug about what this channel is about, why this space is here. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and talk about bad days. So the inspiration for this particular topic came from an experience I had last week where I had a bad night. I had a pretty decently good day. I went to work, then I went to the gym, and then right after the gym, around the time I was going to the gym / after the gym, I got some news that did not put me in a good place. It was rough. It was a rough night for me, and some of the emotions I had, some of the experience I had, some of the thoughts I had through that time really challenged me to, number one, see how far I've grown. Number two, to really embrace myself in a space of discomfort. And number three, also gave me some ideas that I wanted to share with you guys to encourage you guys in your own journeys and your own discussions about how we manage bad days. So the first question I want to throw at you for thought is, when was the last time we gave ourselves permission to feel quote unquote negative emotions? The reason why I say quote unquote is because our idea of positive and negative emotions comes from the way we have been taught to categorize different emotions. But for the sake of keeping things simple and straightforward, I'm just going to associate positive emotions with what most people would think of: happiness, joy, excitement, motivation, resilience, focus, success. That would be considered positive emotions, and things that are considered negative are sadness, hurt, loneliness, pain, regret, anger, things like that. So I'm sure most of us have had the experience where whenever we're having positive emotions, we want those emotions to last forever. We want those emotions to last as long as possible. We want to revel in that. We want to enjoy that. We want to embrace that in every way. And we're even encouraged to do so. When people are around us and see us happy, they love it. They're embracing it. They're feeding off of it. And it's great. It's positive vibes, positive energy, positive everything. We love that. And we love when we naturally feel that way. But are we as welcoming to ourselves when we have the quote unquote negative emotions like sadness, hurt, pain, regret, disappointment? As humans and as life, in life as well, there are good moments. There are mountaintop moments where we're succeeding, we have success, we have made significant achievements in life. And then there are also valley moments where we experience grief, loss, pain, and trauma. All of these things are a part of life. And sometimes I wonder if we truly allow ourselves to fully experience those heavier emotions, those more negative emotions, just as much as we embrace the times when we feel all of these positive emotions. Now, don't get me wrong, extremes of anything can be very dangerous. So someone who's extremely happy all the time, every single day, it could potentially be a problem. And people who feel sad and depressed all the time and every moment of every day, that could also be a sign of something that's wrong. So I'm not really talking about the extremes. I'm talking about the fluctuations and emotions that we have through life, through the highs and lows, through frustrating work days, and through amazing and well-needed day offs and vacations. I'm more talking about that for right now. In thinking about emotions, these are the thoughts that came to mind during that night when I was having a rough night with some news that I didn't really expect to have or didn't really want to have. I remember getting to a place, or I remember first starting out feeling numb and feeling like tempted to fall back into my patterns of, okay, I need to feel happy. I need to feel grateful. I need to feel focused. I need to find things. I need to practice gratitude. I need to find things to be grateful for. I need to worry about other people's needs. I need to do X, Y, and Z. All of which were having to do with other things except for feeling what I was feeling. When I was finally home by myself in my own space, in silence, without distractions, I finally resigned myself to say, you know what, I'm just gonna feel what I feel. And in that space, I felt angry. I felt sad. I was pissed. I was annoyed. I was frustrated. I was resentful. I was bitter. I felt a lot of emotions. I cried. I felt weary. I just wanted to give up. I wanted to throw in the towel. I felt like my efforts and my work up until that point for this season just came to nothing. And I felt that emotion. It was not an easy thing to do. And I'll be honest, it wasn't comfortable for me to do. But I think it was important for me to go through that experience because it helped me realize that these negative emotions that I'm often afraid to have or afraid to surrender to or be open to didn't overwhelm me, didn't entrap me like I thought they would, didn't keep me under as long as I believed that they could. And it also enlightened me to certain things as well. I started thinking about why I feel this way, where this was coming from. And with the help of years of therapy, of support, of learning, of healing and growing, I started to pull from the tools that I had in my toolbox for dealing with difficult emotions, such as reaching out to people that love and care about me, praying, meditating, spending time away from distractions, resting, doing what I needed to do to cultivate a comforting space for myself in the midst of all of these emotions that I was feeling. So what's the whole point? The point that I want to bring to you and challenge you to think about and probably talk about with other people around you is, how open are we when we have different emotions? Some of us, we struggle with happy emotions. Maybe we are much more comfortable feeling these darker, heavier emotions because that's what we're used to. That's what we've accustomed ourselves to. And we don't want to dare imagine what it's like to be hopeful and happy. For others, it's the opposite. Maybe we love feeling happy and we avoid feeling sad because we don't want to get sucked in. We don't want to feel those feelings because it reminds us of something that's triggering, or maybe we're afraid of it overwhelming us and us never being able to get out. Or maybe some of us are just those who we just stay away from the extreme and we just want to stay neutral. We're not open to feeling too positive or too negative because We're afraid of either emotions. We're afraid of either experience. Regardless of where you are, I challenge you to dig deep and really understand and see what is your approach with your emotions, both positive and negative. How open are you to yourself and how you feel and how you react when you're feeling very happy, positive, driven, and focused? And how do you feel about yourself? How do you embrace yourself? How do you nurture and care for yourself when you're in a dark place? When you're feeling sad, disappointed, or heartbroken? How we create spaces for ourselves in these different emotions can be very telling about our progress and our healing, and also how we feel about ourselves and the kind of community we also have around ourselves. Have you ever asked yourself what resources and tools you have when you have different emotions? Maybe that's what needs to be explored. Do you feel like you have healthy coping skills? Do you feel like you may need a little bit of help in managing extremes of emotions? Do you feel like you make good decisions when you're feeling different types of emotions? I challenge you, as the time goes on, as a new year begins to unfold, to really evaluate how you face your emotions, how you handle different emotions that come into your life, and how that impacts your own journey to healing, growth, and living life abundantly. I would love to hear your comments and thoughts. Feel free to reach out to me via email, Instagram, or leave a comment below. And until next time, take care.